Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the channel. And please, if you have not subscribed, if you are so inclined, please do so. And if you like the video, then great. If not, there's a bunch of readers. So I hope you find one that fits what you're looking for. Now, this is going to be a general reading. So remember that. Please always remember anything that you watch, if it is not geared specifically for you, it will be a general reading. Okay. Now you can take parts of it, you can take elements of it, and it's just a lot of fun, you know. All right, so let's get to it. The vibe of the day. Hi, I'm Holly, psychic medium, energy reader, and I like to start with the vibe of the day. And of course, they're all my favorite mugs. Of course, I love them all because I've got them for a reason. But this one is very special because I do like my pottery pieces. And this one is huge. It's comforting. I love the color of the glaze. It's just perfect. And when I asked Spirit for the vibe for Tuesday, because this is your Tuesday reading, it was one of comfort and nurturing. And I asked for a specific message for the collective. And what I heard was, do what brings you joy, do what makes you happy, find your happiness. And it had a feeling of restfulness in it. So if your happiness is skydiving and jumping out of planes, then more power to you. But this one felt, and if that brings you comfort because you feel alive, then great. But this one felt like that warm blanket on a cold day wrapping me up. So this was the perfect mug. So it's, and coffee makes me feel warm and cozy, and it's almost a ritual at this point for me. I know it is for a lot of you too, whether it's tea, coffee, whatever it is. Water, it doesn't matter. I feel like there's something else I'm hesitating because I don't want to move on yet because I feel like there's something I'm missing here. Spirit, help me out. Be at peace with where you are. All things will come to fruition. It's not the same as all things will come out in the light of day. This is all things will come to fruition because it's the right time for it to come to fruition. And they want you, if you need to rest, they want you to rest. Okay? That's important. I have a list 1,000 feet long, it feels like, of things I need to do. And I've done a few, but the message is, if you need to rest, make that part of your priority list. And I almost missed my mouth. All right, so let's get to it. All right, they want me to go straight to the Inner Child Oracle. So let's see what is on the horizon for us that we need to be aware of. What is the message from the Inner Child Oracle? This is not tarot. This is truly Oracle, and it's dealing with the inner child and the needs of the inner child. So I guess that would go along with finding what brings you comfort, peace, and happiness, and settling into that. I'm getting like an image of a bowl of chili, or some kind of warm soup or stew on a cold winter night when you have nowhere to go and nothing you have to do, and you are wrapped up in a blanket with your bowl, and it's just a wonderful, cozy feeling. That's what I'm getting. And it's springtime where I live. It doesn't feel like springtime, and it's a lot going on with the weather, but okay, hold on. Okay. But anyway, so that's the vision I got. And yesterday it was similar. It was a winter scene, like a windshield defrosting or defogging, and you had that one little window. So it's interesting. I don't know what's going on. All right, these two came out right away. Card 21. You know what? And I'm going to put my glasses on. All right. Card 21, let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. We get this pretty often when I use this deck. And also that, I think, and this, both of these. Card 27, pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. Please remember that. You are deserving of love. And this reminds me of people when they see a tunnel. You don't always see a tunnel when you cross over, but you do see a light. And it's up to you whether you want to go into it or not. I would hope you go into it. And all the vines hanging down. It reminds me that it is sometimes a long journey and a long path. But we are perfect souls having this lifetime, attaining knowledge, gaining wisdom. But sometimes the body gets a little tired. And it's hard to keep up with all the spiritual journeying and the journey we're on and the spiritual work we're doing if we're tired. So if you need to rest, please rest. Okay, so this is how it goes back to that beginning message, right? Is there anything else? Anything else from this deck that you want spirit that you want the collective to know about? All right. I got two more that stuck out. They didn't jump out this time, but they were sticking out from the side. Card 43, you do not have to go it alone. And card 19, it is never truly the end. This mimics the second one, card 19. It is never truly the end, beloved. In this, everything will be okay. This is the verbal message for that tunnel going into the light. And then 43, you do not have to go it alone. Reach out for support in this time. Now, this could be support from the living and finding the community, the support, or the resources that you need. This could be a spiritual journey, and this could be spiritually reaching out to your guides and your guardians. Someone is about to find a new guide. Someone is about to have a new guide present themselves, and whether it's someone that is someone you see in meditation, a dream, whatever it is, but you're about to get a divinely guided message from a new spirit guide. And we have ones that are attached to us since birth, but we sometimes gain new ones, and then they'll step back when we don't need them as much because we're moving on into a new area of our lives or period of our lives. But we do have innumerable numbers of guides. So I do feel like someone is about to there's a new guide coming in for someone. It's going to help you find your internal strength. And this is someone who's going to lead you on a new path of awareness. Things that seem absolutely horrific and desperate at the time, it's because, and I feel like it's a female that's showing up. It's a female energy. It feels like a female energy that's coming through as a new guide for someone. And this new guide is going to help you find a level of strength that you didn't know you were capable of. And it's going to lead you to new directions, a move of residence, a new place, a new journey. It's going to be pretty incredible. Your life is all of a sudden going to make sense, and everything you've experienced will soon make sense. So this is for someone. Okay. Again, this is a general reading. It can't be for everyone, but this is for someone. And it doesn't distinctly feel like a feminine energy, and it doesn't feel like necessarily a female relative or ancestor or friend that passed on. I feel like this is someone who's been in spirit for quite some time. All right. Unfolding path. I asked because I'm looking around and I don't know what to pick. And I very clearly heard unfolding path. So we're going to use the unfolding path tarot. And, all right. Here, that was loud. All right. Here we go. And I was making a lot of noise today. Little baby girl, she's not up on my lap because she's probably snoozing or in her special little hiding spot. She gets, if she knew so many people could see her, she would freak out. But as far as she knows, when she's on my lap, my little ginger cat, as far as she knows, it's just us in the world. And I'll go make sure she's having a good little nap in a minute. Okay. I opened the deck to the middle, or to actually 3/4 of the way in. It's card 6, the 6 of Cups. So this is someone who is, and I was talking about my little baby, so I think this is just, yeah, she's so connected to me, and a wonderful little being. All right, so I will go check on her now. The part that's for the collective. Now we're starting the collective read. Here we go. The Knight of Wands. Woohoo! And this is a fast-moving knight. Look at that. Fire, passion. Someone is about to understand what their calling is. That's what I'm hearing. Someone is about to understand what their calling is. A Page of Cups. Now, an age doesn't matter. So in this instance, you always think of a page as a young energy, but in this instance, it's an older man, a much older man who's, I would think, has a lot of life behind him. It almost reminds me of a Benjamin Buttons kind of thing, that movie, where the guy ages backwards. So it could be that he is going back to his, he's going, this page is going back to a dream unfulfilled. And the first card, the Knight of Wands, with a great deal of vim and vigor and passion. All right, what else have we got? Ooh, then we have a King of Swords. This is someone who is smart, professional, very intuitive. Interesting that would come on the heels of that. And that doesn't look like it looks like a vulture on the throne. Vultures, ooh, just got a weird visual. It was like, okay. A vulture is the card of a death walker, or the symbol of a death walker. Crows, ravens, vultures. And in this instance, and that may entirely be a different bird, but to me, I'm seeing vulture, like black vulture. And they are incredibly smart. Someone at a raptor rehab place once said that they are the smartest of the bird kingdom. So crows pretty close behind. So I feel like someone is coming back from the past. So it's not death walking as in actually crossing over a spirit, but recycling, and also vultures regurgitate. That's how they. It's a long story. It's an odd one, but I feel like someone is coming back from the past. Something is coming back from the past. Help me out, Spirit. What else? What else for this person? What else for this person? Whomever this is for in the collective. And we have the Six of Cups again. But first we have the Two of Pentacles. This is the Carnival Barker. This is someone who's using sleight of hand. If someone is coming back to you from your past, be wary. I don't know that I would trust them. You may have the best wishes for all and want to have a happy reunion of the past, but just remember, something's not quite right here. And I'm getting that vibe that there's an undercurrent that you don't know about. Okay. And this time we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, there was a lot of heartbreak around this. But then we have Judgment, because you came out in the light. And I'm kind of starting to get a little bit of a headache with this one. Yeah, I think you left. You walked away from something. You absolutely walked away from something because it wasn't right. Anything else? Spirit, what do you want me to know? Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is the other person. They realized how much they screwed up when they hurt you. And this could be romance, this could be friendship, this could be family, this could be, but it's not necessarily business related. I feel like this is in the relationship realm, and that could be any type of relationship. It could be romantic. That's what most people default to, I think, but it doesn't have to be. It could be anything. Okay, then we have a Queen of Wands. And we have a 7 of Pentacles. So this is you. This is the other person. You clearly walked away and you stepped into judgment, which is understanding your value and worth. A Queen of Wands and 7 of Pentacles, coins, sunflowers, whatever you want to call it. You walked away from a toxic situation. Oh gosh, I feel really dizzy. You walked away from a toxic situation, very toxic. And you found your fire, your strength, and you cultivated who you are. You became stronger. And I think there's a certain part of that person who doesn't want to see you succeed. 9 of Cups. Too bad, so sad, because it looks like you are. And they are going to be the 4 of Coins. Hoarding, grasping. Don't let them take you down with them. This one is kind of a hard, what I'd call a tough love reading. The Hermit. You see the truth. And then the Star. Everything you want is waiting for you. But remember, what you deserve, what you received, where you are now, that is the key to understanding everything that is coming to you, as long as you don't fall prey to, I'll just call it what it is, mistakes of the past. Maybe that's part of why Spirit is so adamant about take some time for yourself, rest, recover, recuperate. Something about not mistaking mistakes of the past or looking to the past with nostalgia when it really wasn't so nostalgic. The good old days sometimes are not always good. They're just old. Okay. The positive part of this reading is that you are in a great place. Emotionally, mentally, the physical aspect, we all have aches and pains and we're all getting older. But every day you're alive, you have a chance to live your life with new vim and new vigor and new fire. Be wary of mistakes of the past and be wary of the past coming back. If something didn't work before, what would make you think it would work now? That's what I'm getting. Okay. Know your value. Know your value. Okay. I'm going to round this one out. We're a little shorter on the readings today, or this week, or so far this week. It's only the Tuesday reading. Okay, so this one fell on my lap. We had this yesterday, the Rider. And I'm sorry if my fingernails are a little grungy. I've tried to clean them out as much as I could, but I was doing a lot of work outside. Yes, in the drizzly rain in the last few days, but today at least it was wet and gross and muddy, but the sun was out for once. And we're gonna have more rain coming up later in the week, which is not good. But so we've got the Rider and going in a new direction, and the Tower, or the Lighthouse. This is actually a lighthouse. So the lighthouse shines light far and wide. You be your own lighthouse. You are the lighthouse keeper. And the Rider means that you get to choose what direction you're going to move in. You get to choose your direction and your speed, where you go and what you do. It is not contingent on past decisions. All right. Good for you. Well done. All right, everyone. Be well. Take care. this was an interesting reading. All right, I feel better. Headache's gone. Good deal. Okay. I'm sending you love and gratitude. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to do a cleanse of the area. I feel like I need to do some cleansing. And be careful what energies you invite into your home. Be careful what you watch. Be careful what you listen to. Be careful who you invite into your space. All these things carry energy. And even if it's just a show, it's not just a show. People with extraordinary abilities tend to be very open, and it's sort of like things will ride in on a current. So be careful what you watch and what you listen to, and the people you surround yourself with. Okay? So, but good for someone, whomever is getting ready to enjoy the company of a brand new spirit guide, who I believe is feminine. She is going to show you incredible strength, and she's going to show you who you are. It almost feels like it could even be, for some of you, a higher self or a sacred self that you're going to make contact with. So that's also very positive. All right, everyone, sending love your way. We'll talk later. Bye.